Today I'm going to be showing you how I create my ultimate perfect loose beachy waves on my head. Not that straight hair is a bad thing, but I definitely love to live on the beachier side of life, and over the years I feel like I've nailed down a few hot tips and tricks to give to you in order for you to achieve the ultimate beachy waves in the easiest and fastest way possible. My hair is freshly washed. This is my hair blow dried. I've got a leave-in conditioner here, and my hair just dries very straight and very frizzy, and I just definitely like to give it a little bit of life. So that's what we're working with here. I do love to also do this on dirty hair too. It kind of just depends on what your hair washing schedule is. But today I am curling it on freshly washed hair, and allow me to give you the three main tips that I follow when doing this hair curling routine. Number one, I definitely prefer a curling iron that has a clip. I think this is very important. When my hair was a little bit shorter, I actually used a smaller barrel. I used a 1-inch barrel. These days I'm using the 1.25-inch barrel. That's kind of been my go-to now that my hair is a little bit longer, but having the clip really helps to achieve the loose lived-in wave that we are looking for. If I've used just like a straight wand in the wrapping method, I find that the curls are a little bit more ringlety and bouncy. The clip is definitely necessary for pulling that curl straight and getting that lived-in look. Tip number two is to alternate the direction of the curls. So as you're doing the curls throughout your head, there's nothing too fancy schmancy about it. It's pretty easy and straightforward, but the biggest tip is to make sure that you're curling one piece away from your face and one piece towards your face and alternating as you go. If you don't do that and you just curl your hair all one way, that just makes it more likely that all the hair is going to glob into one, so it keeps that nice like separated piecey look to your wave. So that's very important. Tip number three is to use a texturizing hairspray once the curls are done, and that will really help to give it that texture. Again, like emphasize that pieciness in the beachy waves. There's been tons of texturizing sprays that I have used over the years. Right now I'm using this Authentic Beauty Concept one because this is the one my beautiful hairstylist Armene uses on me. So this is the one I'm going to be giving a go, but just making sure to have some kind of texture spray to help emphasize the texture and the beachiness. So those are my top three tips when it comes to creating the perfect loose waves. Now let's go ahead and make the magic happen. So this is the hair before. It's very limp, it's very straight, it's not doing anything, it's not giving beach, and we need to change that. So I'm going to start by taking two clips and sectioning off my hair. I do like to rock a middle part, especially when doing these beachy waves, so I separate my hair into two halves and then I split each of the halves into another half, and we are left with quarters. And I just clip that out of the way and do the same on the other side. And then I am left with two halves on the bottom side of my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. I like to start from the back of my head because the back of my head looks ridiculous. I don't know why I do that and not start from the front, but either way, I start from the back. So I've got my beautiful little T3 curling iron here, again, the 1.25-inch barrel, and I'm gonna go ahead and start. So what I like to do is wrap the hair into the curling iron. I hold it for a few seconds, and then I drag the iron down. I'm not holding it for too long, and I'm pulling it down and just kind of carrying the wave down the barrel. And then an important note is to unravel the barrel and then pull the hair straight. And that will just help give it that more loose curl. You don't want it to be too curly and bouncy. So now the next piece of hair that I'm grabbing, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna face the barrel towards my face. And notice that I don't go all the way up. I don't feel like it's necessary, especially on these bottom pieces. I kind of just stick to the middle of the hair and move down, but I roll it up, I loosen the clip a little bit, pull it down, kind of twist it up again. Hopefully my actions are showing more than what I'm able to speak. Then I unravel the hair and pull it tight. And then the next chunk of hair, again, I'm facing this away from my face, doing one initial curl, not holding it for too long. Then I'm pulling the hair down, curling it up again, leave it for a couple seconds. Sometimes I touch it, and if it feels hot, that's usually fine by me. And then I pull it straight out. I'm gonna show you another piece just to make sure that it sticks. I'm facing this piece towards my face, giving it one curl, pulling it down, curling it up. And this one's a little bit, that was a little bit longer. So I'm just gonna do one more little pull, and then I unravel it and pull the hair tight. A note on temperature. This one doesn't actually have like a temperature reading. For whatever reason, it's just always been on 3 out of the 5, but I don't usually ever style my hair on the highest temperature available. I usually go towards the middle, and that's fine by me. If I have to touch up curls later or the next day, I'm okay with that. So one thing to note with these pieces, I'm actually gonna do both of these pieces facing away because I don't like the inner pieces like closest to my face, facing towards my face. I feel like that just gives a little, I don't know, it's just not the look I'm going for. So if there's only 2 sections left and I don't have enough like sections to alternate them, I will just opt for facing them away from my face. So doing this little curl, doop. And then I'm not doing anything different on the innermost piece. I'm just doing the same thing, curling it up, unravel, and pull tight. And these are the curls that you are left with, just this really nice, more loose, lived-in wave. You can go ahead and apply your styling products here, but I usually like to just do that at the end. So we're just gonna whisk this away, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my head like that. This is what the bottom half looks like when it is all curled. I'm just gonna push that back, pull down the others. Sometimes, if I'm a little bit concerned of mixing and mingling, I'll just clip the bottom pieces back to make sure that I don't grab them again when I'm curling these top sections, but I'm just gonna go pull those clips out, give these sections a little brush. And I'm doing the same process on the top of the head, but I typically curl a little bit further up. Like on the top pieces of my hair, I will go right to the root and just keep pulling the hair down as I go down the wand. But then I'm doing the same process and just unraveling the hair and then pulling the end straight. All I like to make sure that I do on these front pieces is kind of space out the curl a little bit. I hold it for even less time and then really just make sure to pull and tighten that. And when it falls out, it'll kind of blend into the rest of the face. Sometimes I'll just do one little curl and I won't even like double wrap it on the barrel. If I find that it's a little bit too curly for me, I just run the iron over it and kind of straighten it and fiddle with it until I'm happy. But we'll worry about that once we finish the other side. So this is the head with the finished curls. You can see it's like fine, but it's still got the very limp feeling. So this is where the product's gonna come in. I've got 4 products here that I like to use on my hair when I do these waves. I always like to take a little bit of dry shampoo and just put it right onto the front ends of my roots. Boop. Because that's the section that gets the most greasy for me. It's the section I touch the most. So I always like to hit it with a little bit of dry shampoo. And then we're gonna soak our hair in texture spray. So what I like to do is kind of spray this as I drop the hair. So I'm gonna lift a chunk of my hair and spray that throughout. And really scrunch it in there. Zhuzhing, as we say, I'm going to zhuzh the hair. And you can see the difference already. It just gives it that extra volume, that extra oomph and lift with the hair by just a couple spritzes. And then we want to lock in the style with a little bit of hairspray. This is the Color Wow Cult Favorite hairspray. And I just do a really light little layer of that all around, just to make sure that everything sticks. And then if you have some dry, crispy ends, make sure to apply a little bit of hair oil to finish the style off. This is the Thick Daily Hair Perfecting Oil, and I'm gonna take one little dropper of this. Whoop. And I just like to run that through the ends, just to make sure that my hair is still looking nice and healthy and shiny. And this, my friends, is the finished look. This is how I like to create my very easy, undone, lived-in, loose, beachy waves. I hope that you picked up a couple tips here. I hope that this was helpful. This is the hairstyle that I wear pretty much every single day, and I have been rocking for years. It's my go-to, and once you get the hang of it, it is so quick and easy to do this hairstyle. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for being here and for watching this video and hanging with me as we do our hair today, my friends. Don't forget to like this video if you want me to continue doing hair tutorials, and subscribe to my channel if you are new here and you want to see more videos from me. I will see you all very soon for a new video. Bye!